Welcome back to a day where we're driving straight into the future. Today, we're talking about something special, something that blends nostalgia with cutting-edge tech and the return of a legend. Yes, the Ford Capri is back for 2026, and it's not just a retro throwback, it's a full-blown reimagining. So, why bring back the Capri now? That's the question that had a lot of enthusiasts and skeptics scratching their heads when Ford first teased this revival. Originally launched in 1969, the Ford Capri was Europe's answer to the Mustang. Affordable, sporty, stylish, and aspirational. It wasn't just a car, it was a cultural symbol. A car that looked fast even when parked. The new 2026 Capri aims to capture that spirit again, only this time, it's electric. That's right, the 2026 Ford Capri is an all-electric coupe-SUV. Think of it as part coupe, part crossover, and all attitude. It's built on the same MEB platform as the Volkswagen ID.5 thanks to the Ford VW partnership. But don't be fooled, the Capri has its own personality, and Ford has made sure of that. This isn't just a rebadged Volkswagen, it's got a soul of its own. Let's start with the design. The new Capri keeps the fastback silhouette that made the original famous, but it modernizes it with sharp LED lighting, sculpted bodywork, and aerodynamic detailing. The long hood is gone because it doesn't need to house a big combustion engine anymore but the proportions still scream performance. Ford has added some neat retro-inspired touches too, like the Capri badging, subtle nods to the old grille design, and even a hint of those classic Coke bottle curves along the sides. It's like seeing the past and future in the same rear-view mirror. Now, under the skin, the 2026 Capri comes in two primary variants: a standard rear-wheel drive version and a dual-motor all-wheel drive GT version. The base model pushes out around 280 horsepower, which is plenty for most drivers. But if you're after performance, the GT version delivers a meaty 335 horsepower and can launch from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just about 5.2 seconds. Not quite supercar territory, but definitely quick enough to plaster a grin across your face. Range? That's always a big question with EVs. The Capri doesn't disappoint. With a usable battery size of 77 kilowatt-hours, it gets up to 390 miles of range on the WLTP cycle in the RWD version. Expect a bit less for the AWD version, but still plenty for road trips or spirited weekend drives. Charging is also fast and efficient, up to 185 kilowatts on a DC fast charger. That means you can go from 10 to 80% in around 25 minutes. Which is great for a coffee break and a quick scroll through CarCraze videos while you wait. Inside, the Capri surprises again. Ford has gone for a minimalist yet tech-forward layout. A large 14.6-inch infotainment screen dominates the center stack, and it's adjustable for angle, a pretty cool touch you won't find in most rivals. There's also a 5.3-inch digital instrument cluster and the latest Sync Move system, which is smooth, intuitive, and customizable. It's got wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, of course, and over-the-air updates mean this cabin tech will only get better with time. Comfort-wise, the front seats are sculpted and supportive, with heating and cooling depending on the trim. The back seats are decent for a coupe SUV, enough headroom and legroom for adults on shorter journeys, though tall passengers might feel a bit snug. But this isn't supposed to be a family SUV. It's a lifestyle car, a head-turner, and it delivers on that front. The materials used in the cabin are eco-friendly but high-quality, a mix of recycled plastics, faux leather, and soft-touch surfaces that feel both durable and premium. The panoramic roof adds a sense of space, and there are some nice Easter eggs like Capri-branded stitching and retro-style graphics hidden in the infotainment menus. Ford is leaning into the nostalgia, but not too heavily. It's subtle and well executed. Driving dynamics, this is where things get really interesting. The Capri isn't trying to be a track monster, but it's genuinely fun to drive. The rear-wheel drive layout gives it that old-school sports car vibe, and even the AWD version feels balanced. with great grip and surprisingly sharp steering. Ford's engineers have worked hard to give it a playful, engaging character, more so than the ID.5 or other MEB-based cars. It's got selectable drive modes, including a sport mode that tightens everything up and gives you a sharper throttle response. Regenerative braking is adjustable too, so you can go from coasting to almost one-pedal driving depending on your style. The suspension is tuned for comfort, but there's minimal body roll, and the low center of gravity, thanks to the battery placement, keeps things planted through corners. Now, let's talk pricing. The Capri isn't cheap, but it's not trying to be a budget model. The base model starts around $52,000, while the GT AWD version comes in closer to $60,000 before incentives. That puts it in line with competitors like the Tesla Model Y and the high-end Ioniq 5N. But the Capri stands out with its unique mix of retro style and sporty character. Safety features? You're covered. It's got a full suite of driver assist tech, including adaptive cruise control, lane centering, automatic emergency braking, and a 360-degree camera system. There's also park assist and a clever exit alert system that warns you of approaching cyclists or cars when opening the door. It's all designed to make driving and living without the Capri as smooth and stress-free as possible. So, who is the 2026 Ford Capri for? It's for the driver who wants something different. Someone who loves the look and feel of a sporty coupe but doesn't want to give up the practicality of an SUV. Someone who remembers the original Capri, or maybe just appreciates its legacy but also embraces the shift toward electric. The Capri is not just about nostalgia, it's about evolution. Ford took a risk bringing back this nameplate, and they could have messed it up by going too retro or too bland. But what we've got here is something bold, fresh, and surprisingly well balanced. The 2026 Capri is not trying to be everything to everyone. It's aimed at a specific kind of driver, someone who wants style, performance, and a dash of personality in their and that's what makes it exciting. It's not just another crossover. It's a statement. A reminder that electric cars can have character, that a badge from the past can mean something again, and that the future of driving can still be fun. Thanks for joining us on this ride into the future. Let us know in the comments, would you buy the new Capri? Does it live up to the legacy, or is it too far removed from the original? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more deep dives into the cars redefining our roads. This is CarCraze, and we're just getting started.